Yo, yo, yo.
Presto with the pesto.
Oh, yeah. Y'all know what it is. We're joined by our guest today.
Peace.
Yeah,
Big Zome.
Big Zome.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming through, brother.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Yeah. It's good to finally get you on, man. So we've been wanting to ask you about your journey, where it starts and where it's led you, and, you know, where you're going today.
Yeah,
So who was Big Zome? Are you from Colorado?
definitely from Colorado. I was born and raised. Grew up in the South Side, off of like Dartmouth and Feds.
Nice.
Went to College View Elementary. Yeah. So, born and raised here. Went to Henry Middle School. I was telling y'all earlier, got kicked out of Alameda. You know, it's all right though.
As one does.
But it was been here my whole life. It's been good. It's cool to be with some natives as well. It's hard to find us sometimes, you know.
I know, man. Everybody's from somewhere else nowadays. It's like, what the?
We're like the golden ones out the crowd.
Yeah.
You know?
People be telling me all the time, like, dang, I never meet natives out here. I'm like,
Straight up. It's hard to find us sometimes. Yeah. I bet you go
know,
to work. Yeah.
you know, you could tell when someone's a native, though.
For sure.
There's definitely a certain Colorado swag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say Savins, 11s, shit like that.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
A wrestler?
Yeah.
Wrestler.
Yeah.
Everybody says foo.
Food for sure. My wife, cause she's from Oklahoma, so I remember when she first met me, you know, she goes, it was just random one time, and I always tell this story, she gonna love that shit. But she goes, fool is a term of endearment for you. I was like, yeah, it sure is. You're right, girl. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. Foo. Way. Shit. Well, that's dope, man. So how long have you've been doing music for a long time, yeah?
Yeah, I was originally part of the Diamond Boys.
Okay.
Peace to the Diamond Boys. Still around, still doing our thing. But yeah, we were, in our younger days, we were doing a lot of shows. You know, I was telling you some of the people we were opening up for. One of the biggest show we've ever done that I always, love talking about was when we opened up for Ice Cube at Boulder Theater. It was a sold out show.
That's dope.
I'll never forget that shit. But like even, one of my favorites was we opened up for the Clips at the Fox Theater. I had a good relationship with the lady at the Fox, and we had a good following. So it all worked out really good. But, peace to the Diamond Boys. You know, I probably did my first album with the Diamond Boys, 2007 maybe, something like that.
Okay.
So it's been a while, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's dope, man. So are the Diamond Boys just no longer like making music together, essentially? Or, did you guys disband officially?
No. So, that's a good question. So it's kind of crazy because, we've always done music together. You know, we've always been a crew, but we don't really have like a whole lot of projects together. The one project we definitely have together is the one we did with DJ Danko.
Okay.
And that was a mixtape we did. And then we did one with, none other than Cisco Rockwell. I don't know if you guys have heard of Cisco Rockwell, but, he's like a sick ass turntablist. You know, he's one of the best in Denver. We have a lot of good turntablists in Denver. So this is not, but he's the fucking man. And we did one with him called Diamonds Are Forever. So, and it was like a mixtape, right? So we did do some songs together, and then some of the songs we did just, on our own. Because the Diamond Boys, the thing about us was we always had our own albums. But we were always on each other's albums. So when we would do a show, it would be like, we would do like two of my songs, and Zay was on this song, and then Dalek was on the other song, and then we would do, so-and-so's song, and then we all knew each other's lyrics. So it was easy for all of us to hype man each other, at the same time. So, and we've known each other. I remember Zay brought over my little brother brought Zay over to a recording session when we lived in Thornton with my homie Mike Lee and Greg. And I remember I was like, who the fuck is this kid that they brought over? Like, why bring some random kid to the house? You know, cause we were probably doing things at the house that we didn't want random people, you know, fucking knowing about and shit, you know, so, but, you know, here we are a million years later, and Zay is one of my best, you know, best friends, and maybe we don't talk every day or whatever, right? But that's my brother, you know, and then my little brother, I mean, my younger brother, he's not little, he's bigger than me, right? That's obviously my dog, man. So yeah, so even like, you know, Hooks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Hooks just did an amazing animated video for us, and my, brother Justin, J-Class, he's the other MC on that one. So coming out very soon. I'll show y'all before I leave.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck.
So then I guess that leads into like, do you have a new project you're working on?
So the project that I have out most recently that I was, you know, that is my most recent.
The one you had pressed on the vinyl?
Yes, is SDS Zome, right? And which means, of course, this is Zome. Because I wanted to make something that just kind of represented me, and I didn't want to like, you know, try to be or do anything. I just wanted to make some songs, and I just wanted to just do whatever I felt like. And I also wanted to connect with all the people, you know, since back in the day. And I miss them. You know, anybody hearing this and they're like, oh, you didn't do a song. Let's do a fucking song. I don't give a fuck. You know, that's exactly the whole point of all of that was like, I just wanted to do all the music with everybody that I've been saying I wanted to do music with. So, yeah. And although I may not be fully fluent in Spanish, you know, I know who I am and I know what my roots are. And I'm very proud of that. So, SDS Zome. And I got, you know, when you talk about, it's wild because you guys had so many good, dope Denver MCs on here.
Thank you.
So peace to your choices there. You know, it's awesome to see all the Denver music, but, SDS Zome that has, you know, my homie Main Rock, Ichiban, Sonny Nuke, Luke, West T, Zay, J-Class, DJ Mythic. I got beats from, Lord Damage, from, The Springs. I got beats from 800 The Jewel, which if you guys, man, I mean, like when we're talking about, hip hop in Denver, I mean, Jewel Time, 800 The Jewel, King Foe, you know, and my dude's still making beats. He's the one who made the beat to, Chicano Superhero.
Okay.
Which is the one I did with Sonny Nuke. So, you know, banging. So I think the other thing is too is this album is just, man, just a bunch of dope Denver MCs that I got the, you know, blessing to do songs with. So I got 2 songs on there by myself, but most of them are just, you know, all the homies, which, you know, normally you try to stay away from. But again, I'm getting older, so I'm like, we got to do it. And I love it. It's good. I would say we are working on another EP with Damage and Inkline is the one who mixed the album. So check out Inkline if you haven't checked him out. Nerves Baddington, Stay Tuned, all that. But me, Damage, and Ink got like 3 songs. And then I just hit up Flows. Oh. And he already sent me 2 sick ass beats. That shit is so nice. I wrote 2 hooks already. I can't wait to write a verse to that shit. So keep on the lookout for that shit coming soon as well.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Nice. Stay working.
Yeah.
Stay working. Yeah. Always. So when did you start doing more solos? Like,
so that's the thing, right? So Diamond Boys. So I would say, I was probably the first one to release an album from the crew. And back then we used to call ourselves Supreme Productions. SP Productions or whatever, and we decided, you know, everyone's best interest, we changed our name to the Diamond Boys. We kind of was going that way anyways with some of the songs we were doing. So when we became the Diamond Boys, well, let me back up again. The first album I did was called Heart of a Warrior, Mind of a Soldier. And it was, you know, of course, my brother Dialect was on there, who calls himself J-Class Dialect. And Zay, who was the young kid that showed up during one of the sessions for that album, also on that album. I think that might have been the first song he did. So, and Zay Zay's dope. So, you know, he has an album with this dude, West T, called Apothic Nights. It's a very nice album. So, yeah, so I was probably the first one to do solo albums. So I've been doing solo albums, but I've always been part of the Diamond Boys, right? So again, like when we were doing the Diamond Boys, we only had those 2 mixtapes together for the most part. Like if you go to diamondboys.com, it'll take you to our Bandcamp website and you could just check out all the albums. And it's myself, Zay Zay, Dialect. But yeah, yeah, first notch was Zome. Yeah. And the last notch. So bring it on, Diamond Boys. Do some more albums.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that'd be tight. I'm going to have to check y'all out.
Sorry, I'm stalling. You gotta tell me.
Happen. Good conversations coming. Well, that's dope, man. Shit. So Diamond Boys, huh? So, where did Zome come from?
So, yeah. So when I was younger, Zome came from, we used to have a season pass to Illich's because, you know, when there's not much to do during the summer. And my auntie Sinaida, who's my cousin Ivana's and my cousin Raul's, mom, my auntie, she would take us all the time. I think one summer we probably went, 20 or 30 times. We were going a couple times a week because, we had season passes. There's nothing else to do, right?
Yeah.
So she would take us and we'll just be wilding over there. Not wilding like that, but just having fun. And they were having a contest one time with this thing that was like Legos. It was like sticks and stuff like that. And, I was always creative, but like anybody else, I always had like I was self-conscious about myself. Like, you're always your worst critic, I think. You know what I mean? But we did that and it was like a parent and kid contest. And there was other parents with the kids. And my auntie Sinaida, she's not a Lego person. I was the Lego person. And I think when we did the project, they could kind of tell, like, I was telling her, I was like, Auntie, do this, do that, do that. And she was just, okay, whatever, Hito, whatever you want me to do. So we, and I remember the guy next to us made a dinosaur and I was like, fucking dinosaur? How the fuck am I gonna make a dinosaur? But, the judges, whatever. And I ended up winning the contest. Me and my auntie. So I just always remember that as a time where like, my creativity, shined for a moment. You know what I mean? At times where you're a kid and you're in high school or even in middle school. I was probably in middle school at the time. But the thing was called Zome Tool, right? And then when we were young, everybody tried doing something and I was never good at tagging. But when we were trying to choose our names, I remember a lot of the homies, when they would choose a name, they would have names where, they would end up like having to rename themselves several times. And, nothing against that. Right. But I wanted to choose a name like that was the least likely that somebody else would have that name. Yeah. Right. And again, although I've seen a few instances, and one of the dudes whose name is Zome, I was telling y'all, is, from Germany, apparently. I just started getting mixed up on Spotify. And he's actually a fucking amazing graffiti artist, which is the one thing that I couldn't fucking do. But that's where Zome came from. So came from like trying to choose something that was never gonna be, for the most part, I can choose Zome as my username. You know what I mean? In those times that I cannot choose Zome, I just put Big Zome, So
I see.
If you can't find Zome, do Big Zome. My bad. Somebody took it.
And just Zome, yeah? Hell yeah. That's dope. I was thinking it'd be kind of cool if like, you guys did like a collab or like an album or something where it was just Zome and like, it was all like graffiti art by him and like you guys rapped together. That'd be dope as fuck.
It would be dope as fuck. Yeah. He could, he could do one verse. I'll do a verse. It would be super dope. I thought about reaching out to him, but one time I did hit him up. I was like, yo, dope, art. And he was like, yeah, dope name. I was like, oh, you gotta pay attention there, buddy. But you never know. That would be dope though. Zome versus Zome or something like that, but like a collab.
Yeah, something. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it's an interesting name, Zome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's tight.
it's definitely unique. Z, you know, Z's are.
It's hard to sign the Z. I never know if I want to do like the big Z or like the cursive Z. Yeah, I have to go DPS and do cursive. You know, y'all know about that.
Oh yeah,
A little bit. Yeah, it's
like
been
the
a while.
last ones.
Yeah,
The last of the Mohicans.
Yeah,
for real.
that's crazy that cursive isn't like. That's just not what it used to be. You know, that like it's just not isn't. I guess they don't view it as important.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I use it every day, but you know, it's still good to know. You know?
Yeah. I heard something, and who knows? Like it could just be bullshit gossip, but it was like, oh shit, it kind of does make sense. Someone was saying that they stopped using cursive because AI can't recognize it compared to text.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Interesting.
shit.
I mean, I could see that.
True.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the like facial recognition, like because like that's why in like your ID and stuff they don't want you to smile. It's because for facial recognition and stuff.
That makes
because
sense.
AI like when you do this, AI doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh man, damn, that's wild, huh?
Yeah, just walk around like that. It's all good.
Yeah, you just making faces all day with the technology.
Looking like a clown and shit. Yeah.
They never recognize you.
What are you doing? I'm a ghost, fool. Oh shit.
It's my blank face.
That's my blank face. They didn't catch me, did they? No.
Yeah. Yeah, shit.
That shit's funny.
Man, so where do you like do you record your own stuff or how do you record?
Yeah, so I do have equipment at home, and I usually use. I always started out. Everybody used Pro Tools,
right.
Obviously, right? Like the last album was recorded on Pro Tools, but I never had an Apple computer. I did have a phone, but I never had a computer, so I always used Cubase. And it was kind of expensive back then, but I knew it was good. So like that's what I got used to using. I bought the new one. It's, you know, cause it's been a while and it's different. I might as well just learn something new. But, the last album I did, I'm blessed enough to be homies in Inkline and, you know, so he's got Pro Tools and, I just get to be an MC. But if I did want to record at home, I could do it myself. But again, the other thing is too is Inkline's a dope MC. He's a dope artist, and the things that he does sound good. And I trust him. You know, I trust him, you know, with my art, which is a hard thing to do sometimes. But
That's a big thing.
But yeah.
You have to find that person you can connect with.
Yeah, no doubt.
Level.
Does he do your mixing and stuff then too, or?
Just lately. Just lately. I mean, back in the day, again, like that Z-Funk album that I did. So, G-Funk Era was the first album I bought.
Okay.
Right? So Z-Funk Era is something that I released that was like a representation of that, because that was like, you know, and we even remade the album, but I also made all the beats, right? So it was like kind of to showcase at that time, like I also could make beats from the Diamond Boys, right? So yeah, the Z-Funk Era is all my beats. It's all like funk stuff, and it's cool, you know, but it's also, you know, mixing is a lot harder than people think. You know what I mean? And I love the way Z-Funk Era sounds, but it takes so long to mix something, and then you gotta like listen to something and then force yourself to listen to something else and then re-listen to it, have somebody else listen to it, you know, 25 times. You're like, this is whack. I give up on music. And then next thing you know, you're like, this is the most banging shit in the world. And you're just like, man, like, you know, you seem like such a bipolar ass person, but it's not as easy as people think, you know. And then the other thing is too, again, I trust ink, and I think it's a lot easier sometimes from a separate perspective, which I think is why they always say that there's somebody else other than who mixed it should master it, right? Because you just got to be somebody you trust, but somebody with a different ear, because then you're not listening to your inner self critique it. You're just critiquing it based on what you believe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I've, Z-Funk Era is all me. You know, I did do that, and I'm proud of that. The other albums, a lot of the other albums, my little brother has always been, you know, he's a smart little motherfucker, and, you know, he was always learning the little tricks and all that, and, you know, we could all mix it and get it there, but he was probably the one, that I got to give credit to that did all of it for the other albums, probably. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, the last one was Inkline, Z-Funk Era, myself, and then, you know, got to give it up to J-Class to Dialect.
That's what's up, man.
That's dope.
Oh, yeah.
So, going forward, are you just gonna let others do the mixing and stuff? Or will you do, like, mixing, let them do mastering, stuff like that?
That's a good question. You know, I think I always want to do some stuff. So, like, when I do performances, I'll cut I'll cut, like, how do I say this? Whatever, it don't matter who it is. Doesn't matter who it is. I even did it with the Diamond Boys back in the day. I always had a version of the song without the other person if you're doing a song with the other person, right? So I always would like make versions of those songs so I can always cut the song. So I always, I want to have the programs, and I do like to make beats sometimes. You know, I do make my beats different. I wish I could use a sampler as good as everybody else, but I use Cubase, I chop it up. I'll probably use like Fruity Loops or something like that. So I'm not Flows, right? I'm not, even Inkline, he uses the sampler. I'm not as great at that, but I do like to make beats, and I love funk. I love me some old 80s, like disco, kind of crazy stuff. So I'd like to do that, but I think when it comes to like recording albums, it's a lot easier to do it with somebody else's help there that you trust. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, not if I can help it, but I'll do it if I had to.
Makes sense.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, if you can go to, someone who's more better qualified, and can make it sound better, why not?
For sure.
That's, I think, that's the smart thing to do,
Use the homies that you got,
Right, definitely. Yeah.
Not utilize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, that's a big thing we've been talking about too, like the code community, right? Like there's a lot of people who know things you don't, or who can do things you can, or get you into doors that you can't get into because, you just don't know those people or things like that. But if you collaborate with people, work with them, we just got to build that community, where we're all helping each other and we can get there,
I believe so. I remember when we were a little bit younger, when we were doing all those shows, there was a good amount of us that had like a good camaraderie. And I think through all whole kind of different reasons, it kind of got lost a little bit, and I definitely miss it. I think that Denver has so many dope MCs, dope rappers, whatever you want to call yourselves, but dope hip hop rap music. And I would love for any of us to get more listens, more, recognition, because there's just so many dope MCs out here. I mean, it's got, which is why I appreciate y'all. You guys are putting on, anybody that, to me seems like cares about the music. So peace to that.
Definitely. Artists, people who like creating, and care about the culture. Like that's what it's about, That's what we need to keep going for. Cause it's in the music. And as long as we keep making good music, and find good artists who are making good music, I think that's what it's about. And we just want to share that, show Denver artists, show the world,
For sure.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of great talent out here. So that's a big thing that we want to do is just give a platform for people to, express themselves.
Yeah.
And maybe, you promote yourself too,
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we talk, we smoke, we chill, have a good time, have some crazy conversations. Yeah. We could talk about UFOs. I was driving down the street downtown earlier.
And you saw something though?
There was a homeless guy.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to give this fool some money. And then I read his sign after that, and I was like, it says, Starship crash landed. Need money for parts. And I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm definitely giving this guy some money. I was like, here, bro.
Get those parts, bud.
I gave him like $2.
Take me with you.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Let's go. I'll go.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've never seen a sign like that. That was a wild sign.
I wonder if it's the same guy, but I've seen a few interesting ones. There's another one like ninjas.
Kidnap my wife or some shit. Yeah, I've seen that one. The dude's at Costco.
Yeah.
It's a Costco guy.
Yeah, dude, they be coming up with some good ones.
That's crazy, man. They're getting real creative out here.
Yeah. I remember one time me and the homie, we were walking down 16th Street Mall, and I remember there was I probably shouldn't say this story. I just remember there was a dude and he was like, he was playing the drums, and he was like wilding. He had the harmonica and he was doing his thing. And another guy, he had some buckets with a stick. And then this one dude just walked up to me. I was like, yo, man, you got to get some buckets over here or something. Like, you gotta hit me with a rhythm. But yeah, just joking. Still gave me some money.
I don't even know if they allow that anymore.
Oh, on 16th Street Mall? Yeah, probably not.
All the shit they've done now.
Supposedly, whatever. We were down there the other day. It's all right. Yeah. Still cool.
We went through the other, maybe 2 months ago, but it was just kind of empty, Yeah. Like there were a bunch of buildings that had Denver advertisement on them, and they were empty. It's
Right.
Yeah.
Like the old Ross building. Did you see that?
No, is it empty?
Yeah,
it's gone?
It's just, I don't think Ross is there anymore.
Damn.
No,
that's a big one too.
Advertisement.
And Walgreens left too, no?
Probably, yeah. I think it's Target now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's different.
What used to be down there? Was it Virgin?
Yeah.
Virgin Records? Yeah.
At least I missed the Virgin store. That was dope as fuck.
That's where I used to get the good posters.
Everything, dude. That awesome action figures, everything. Music, movies.
Never been there.
Yeah, it was the Mecca.
Mecca. Damn. And it fell before I could visit.
Yes. They went to space.
They went to space. The starship came.
So what about y'all? What you grew up on? What kind of music you grew up on? Who was your favorite MCs?
I used to love Eminem a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely some Pac. 3-6.
3-6 is dope. We were about to see them at the Junkyard a while back, and the shit got canceled.
About it, brother.
I know.
Tell me
I was fucking pissed, man.
I was so
Tech 9, Bone,
I would've been sick, wouldn't
man. I would have been wild.
Oh,
that shit would have been
a show.
Yeah, it was going to be dope. But yeah, Eminem has one of the, everybody loves that fool, but he just has one of the best, one of my favorite lines comes from him. My most favorite is Big Pun.
Oh, yeah.
But Eminem has that line where he says, spent a wheel the track and went over my budget. Now how the fuck am I supposed to get out of debt? I can't rap anymore. I just murdered the alphabet. I was like, oh man, I remember when I heard that shit. I remember I heard that at CICS from some little hippie chick, and I was like, who's this guy? So I started listening to it, and obviously Eminem has flows, so you can't deny him, but
right.
But yeah, Big Pun was my favorite line.
Big Pun is tough.
The dead in the middle of Italy. At that time, nobody was busting, syllables like that.
Who do you think? What do you think?
Maybe Tretch was doing that, but
yeah. You think Big Pun would be the best right now if he was alive?
I think that it's a good question, but I think that the best is tough, right? Because it's kind of subjective.
Definitely,
it is.
You know what I mean?
Subjective.
And it's hard because I know as MCs, we always want to say that we're the best. And you have to believe it to be good. You know what I mean? But the truth is the best is subjective, right? I think, granted, you can come to a general consensus. Obviously there's a consensus right now that's hard to, disagree with, that Kendrick, currently probably got the crown, which I think everybody kind of agrees that's hard to dispute, right? Whether you love him or not.
Right.
But, who I think would be the best, I wonder that about Pac, because I know Pac left early. What would he be like if he was still alive? Would he have destroyed Jay-Z and them? Or would Jay-Z have came back, I never really loved Jay-Z myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was never super, Reasonable Doubt, was dope. I think when I started like not super loving it was like after Big Pimpin', I was kind of like, all right, you know. And I know there's so many of my homies right now that probably are going to be hearing this and they're going to be like, fucking Zome, what the fuck, you know, you're the best, you know, but whatever. You know, to me, you know, I was always a Pac fan too. You know what I mean? And what's crazy about that too is I remember there was a time where I was like Biggie over Pac, right? I was always like Biggie, you know, Pac is just like, that fool just starts trouble, you know. But the truth is like we would go to like, all the little record stores or whatever, and they would have his documentaries. Like the Independent, we go to Independent or something like that. And we'd be, you know, get those documentaries and we'd be just chilling, smoking and shit. And once you hear Pac speak, it's hard to like, you know, deny what he was saying or not give him credit. And I definitely turned into a Pac fan. And then that's when I got into like all of that part of it. But that's probably why I never really liked Jay-Z or whatever. And not to say that I think that Pac is like the dopest lyricist. I don't think that he is the dopest lyricist. He's one of my favorite. And I think that he would do things with lyrics that I really love. Like when he would use all them P's, power and pussy and paper by the picture. You know, like that shit was tight. But, you know, when I would say like lyricist, there's so many other MCs that I would give like lyricism to. And to me, I know it's hard because everybody just listens to the beat, right? That's so hard for an MC because you spend so much time like writing and trying to make something like, maybe you don't, I don't know, maybe you just rhyme or whatever, which right. no offense to rappers, right? But I'm trying, you know, sometimes I put so much into it, and sometimes when you like, you know, spit it to somebody and you're like, did you hear what I said? You know? Yeah. And you gotta like, you replay it for them and you're just like,
I know.
You know, but there's like a lot of lyricists that I would definitely put above Pac, but Pac is still one of my favorites. You know what I mean? What about y'all? Who do you think is, lyrically one of your favorites or the best?
My favorite lyrically is K Reno.
K Reno?
Yeah, he's from Texas.
Word.
He's dope as fuck. He's been around for a while. He comes out here from time to time.
Yeah, I like your style of music. You were playing some music earlier, and I had not heard of it before, and it was dope. It was not whack, and it was definitely some underground, gritty hip hop. I was digging it. Yeah,
I just found those guys recently. I guess I've been listening to them for a long time, but they've been making this new music, and it's been like live, you know. And I'm like, this shit hype. I like this shit.
Hitting you in the soul.
Yeah, for real. It's like, it reminds me of some old school hip hop.
It does sound like that. Yeah. To me, honestly, it kind of sounded like, you know, like sound bombing and all that, which is wild. So, what about you? Best lyricist?
I'd say the person I listen to a lot and everything, probably Tech Nine.
Tech Nine is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember he had that album where he did that thing with his chest, where he, you know, it was like the skit where he's like, you got a job, I ain't got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're here to work and I'm here to rob. I was like, man, I remember when that shit came out, it was tight.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think it's also dope because he's from the Midwest, right? Yeah. He's completely independent, motherfucking bajillionaire. You know, talk about a good example of independent hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Building an empire.
For real.
He's a genius.
It's definitely something
I was watching this documentary and this fool had fucking warehouses and shit with like strange music and they're doing all these other things. I guess like even like a movie production or something like that.
Essentially, they're doing all their own videos and stuff now.
Wild. It's dope.
Yeah, you know, that's the mold, you know, shit. That's something you I'd aspire to, shit. Here, you know, I don't see why I couldn't, you know.
Yeah.
I don't see why we don't even have like a film industry here, you know what I mean? A thriving one at least. Like similar to Atlanta and all the others, you know. I think probably there's no taxes. The taxes probably ain't there.
There has to be some too. They were saying too, I don't remember who was telling me. It was probably Main Rock telling me. He's always telling me like little tidbits, but I think they were saying like in New Mexico or something, That's why they do a lot of filming out there, because there's like no taxes for that shit. Yeah. Or like very minimal compared to everywhere else. So.
Yeah. Well, if we could ever fix that, I think it'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be dope.
I know.
What better place?
Right? I mean, we got room to build stages. We got scenery.
Yeah. Scenery up the ass, yeah.
Yeah, people come out here and film all the time. Right.
Yeah, shit.
You into movies? You like movies?
I be digging movies.
We were doing a movie segment.
Oh yeah,
with movie reviews.
Yeah,
that's tight.
One of our boys.
What movies y'all review?
We've done quite a few, but did like how was it called? The fucking totally blank on what it's called, but I mean, we've done like Iron Giant, like older movies. I've done some newer movies too, like Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah, kind of.
Oh yeah,
jump back and forth.
I haven't even got to watch that.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think so. It's Leo. So I mean, Leo does pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a crazy story though too, because it's Martin Scorsese. But it's just a crazy story and shit too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm losing points by not knowing that one.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, Apple. Well, no, but that's the thing too, right? There's all these different fucking streaming shit now.
Oh man, they got us so bad, bro. Back in the day, it was weird because everyone was like, "Oh, cable's like $100 a month now. This is terrible." And then and Netflix was $15, and everybody got like, and then Hulu was $15, and the other thing is $15, and next thing you know, you wasn't paying $100, you're paying $120 for all the things.
Yeah,
they got us so bad,
right?
Yeah, and now you got less.
Yep. You only got a couple of things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Crazy.
It's always changing. Yeah, no, it's wild, man. Did you hear about how like Netflix is trying to buy Warner Brothers?
No.
Yeah, Netflix trying to buy Warner Brothers.
Man. Wow. Fucking world.
So they'd own like Batman and Harry Potter and the rest.
Man, that makes sense
crazy.
though.
Smart.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then whatever position they have to be in for us to even be saying that this is a conversation, you know what I mean? Like Warner Brothers needing to be bought out type of shit,
Right? Are they to have the fact they have that much? Netflix has that much money,
right?
On top of everything else they're doing, just throw away hundreds of billions of dollars.
Man,
it's so crazy.
Take $5 off my bill, motherfucker.
Right. I've been with y'all for like years now.
Yeah, fuck that UB, whatever. I got that on DVD.
Like, I got all that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy that.
For sure.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. When it's all owned by 4 companies, and then they decide they want to own those other companies, and they go to war.
Yeah, I know. Shit, it's already manifesting.
Yeah.
The corporate wars.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
We need Homie the Clown. Where's Homie the Clown, huh?
Right? You don't play that.
Hitting the man. Boom. I'm gonna just start carrying one of them socks around. How many times think about how many times in life where you could just hit a motherfucker with a sock, not enough to fuck him up, but just enough to just bop his ass real quick. Just boom. Homie, don't play that.
I was actually watching that the other day, man. It's just so funny.
Yeah. That's where freaking Jim Carrey got his start, no?
Yeah, James Carrey.
Yeah. He had some good skits, man. Freaking, when he did that Vanilla Ice joint. Oh, that's legendary.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah, Fire Marshal Bill. He did the Conan chick or whatever. What was her name? Not Xena. Was it Xena?
Did do that?
It was like a parody of whoever that is,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess my dad was telling me that I need to watch it again, but I guess Jennifer Lopez was one of the Fly Girls. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, she ended up looking like Selena, so
Yeah.
Got that lucky one.
It's so crazy too to see just how much work and overtime like just in general, like Kim Kardashian back in the day, her back in the day, all these girls just when they were so much younger, like how just you know how much they've changed. You know, it's wild.
Right.
I bet little hoes to big hoes, fucking whores.
Yeah, man.
That's not nice. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Man.
we all know.
Truth hurts, you know.
Heck, I'll get sued. They're gonna send a cease and desist on session 166, motherfucker. You're gonna have to bleep this out like the Epstein files. It's gonna be a big old bar. That's fucked up.
Striked.
Oh man,
That's sick.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're weird. So, like, I got one of my other videos got striked for like essentially needs to be over 18. You know, like essentially verified adult.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think it was because I didn't select. It was for not for children.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But it's just so funny because none of my other videos were like that. You know, and it was just me and him talking. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel every time I have to upload music. It asks me all them damn questions. I'm like, just put the fucking song on.
Yeah.
Yes, I cuss. Okay.
Right.
Even on the songs I didn't cuss, and I just put I cussed because I'm like, I probably cussed.
Yeah.
I probably.
I thought I didn't, but man, it's just one F word.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You
Mom.
like that? Right.
Well, yeah. You know, that's what it is. But yeah. It's
They're
funny.
real sensitive these days.
I know.
Yeah.
My mom did raise me better. I just chose unbetter. You know?
I chose different.
I chose the real life.
Shit, man. Do you do much travel at all?
Sometimes, you know. I'm lucky I get to go to Chicago here pretty soon for work.
That's cool.
Me and wifey been there before. But Chicago was surprising. I love Chicago. It was fun.
Is it?
And what's wild is like how it's like a huge ass city, but it's very similar, I feel like, to Denver's feel, like how we are, like a Midwest city. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel like the same mix of people we see at the bar, you would see that in Chicago. It's just a huge ass city. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So I dig Chicago, but I love going to LA. Go to LA all the time. I love it out there. Wifey's from Texas, so we'll be out there.
Okay.
But I don't really travel for shows or nothing like that. Go see some shows. I've seen, you know, but you know, I would. We used to do, like, back when we were doing a lot of shows, we did, you know, a couple in New Mexico, you know, man, I can't remember all the other places. You know, we'd go up to the mountain towns, Aspen and all that, just depending on what it was, you know. But, you know, lately, just chilling. Traveling is leisure. But I do love going to the beach. Who doesn't like going to the beach, you know? Especially when it's cold here.
Definitely.
So you're doing that soon?
Yeah, I'm going to be going here like a week or two.
Oh, tight.
I get to I got to go for training and stuff too, so give me all the Kool-Aid for the company.
Yeah.
Speaking of the man.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, that's cool though. At least they're paying for it all, yeah, and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Definitely.
Fuck yeah.
You like per diem and shit, right?
I don't know. Probably.
Usually when they send you out.
Yeah, they got a whole plan. There's like dinners and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Then you got to go like, you know, do small talk and stuff. Oh man.
You gotta mingle.
Yeah, that's the hard part. You gotta throw like your happy face on, that clown face that the AI can't catch.
Yeah.
You gotta do that shit. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the hotel room. Watch Family Guy. You know?
Yeah,
But it's all good. That is grateful to have an opportunity anytime.
No, yep.
You know?
That's cool.
no doubt.
So, what part of Chicago?
I'm gonna go party in the city because we're going a little bit early, so we're definitely going to the city. We got some reservations at this place called Rosa's It's like a little jazz cafe or whatever. Not cafe, like a bar, right? Last time we just accidentally caught this place called Blue Chicago and walked in and sat at the bar, and it was like packed, and it was like one of the livest blues clubs I've ever been to in my life. It was dope. Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope.
I've only been to like a club like that once.
Yeah. It was by chance too, because it was cold as fuck, so we were just trying to find somewhere to walk into, and they just happened to open, you know? Straight thinking.
That's dope. Man, that's how it felt at the Bar Red that other day, man. Shit, couldn't even get into the bar. It was all packed because that Broncos game stuff too, and then the show.
Yeah, it's kind of how it was, like how Bar Red is. It was like a long, packed, small place, but then at the end was like a stage just like that. Yeah. Yeah, fuck, peace to Bar Red, Zach.
Hell yeah, shout out to Bar Red.
Also on the album, the song I did with Zach is like, to me, that's one of my favorite verses that I did on the whole album. Is the song with Zach, and he fucking, you know, he kills it. He always tries to say, you know, his shit is dope, and he killed that verse, and that's one of my favorite songs. He even took the hook too. The hook was like a certain way. And he was like, oh, you should do, you know, something to it. And he was telling me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that sounds cool. And he could tell that I didn't know what he was talking about. He was like, just give me the beat, and I'll send you the thing. So he sent it to Inkline, and he was good.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Huh. So what's the name of that song?
That's Time's Up. Yeah. And the hook is kind of based on that movie, Bronx Tale. Nice. You know, when he goes in with the bikers and he's like, now you can't leave. Yeah, so that's in the hook.
That's dope.
Yeah. And that's what he sampled that in the hook. So if you're listening to the hook and you're like, you hear that chopped and screwed part, that's what it is the dude saying, now you can't leave. Now you can't leave. Yeah, so.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Huh. I have to go play that one.
No doubt.
Huh.
That one's out?
It is.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. That's the SDS Zome one. That was the third single that I released. Yeah, I'll shoot it to you guys, but yeah, I love that verse. It's like one of my favorite verses. Man, it's just one of those times where I was like feeling it, you know? So, peep that.
Will do. Shit.
How
Y'all
long,
too.
Right?
Yeah. Were you gonna say something?
How long you known Stab for?
So yeah, remember I was telling you guys about all them shows we did. Zach has been doing hip hop shows in Denver forever. He had like the longest running hip hop night in Denver at Herb's Hideaway, which I don't know if you guys ever been to Herb's. It's like, man, it's like a little dive bar / music venue. Good drinks, and it was always on a Sunday. So he's been putting people on since back in the day. So of course, when we were doing shows, he was, you know, in those realm of folks that was also doing shows, you know, like we would, like when we did the Psycho Realm, you know, and back then it was always love, which is, you know, what I am definitely grateful that, like, where I was saying some of us disconnected, some of us didn't disconnect, you know. Zach has kept it cool with anybody that's cool with him. You know what I mean? My homie Main Rock, all of us, you know, maybe not everybody gets along with everybody, but there's a good amount of us that was doing shows back then that are still decent homies now. You know what I mean? So, that's how I've known him. And, you know, he's been doing the hip hop shows at Bar Red and, you know, blessing Denver with shows that we are so lucky to have that would, you know, be lost, you know, to who knows who and who knows what venue. And we get to see those folks right there, face first, in front of you. So, peace to him. I was happy to go see Tash, and you know, he let me get on the show. So, you know, that was just, one of those cool ass things. I've always loved Alcoholics, you know. So, yeah. So I've known him for a long time, however long ago that is, I guess.
Yeah.
2000s. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's dope. When did Bar Red open?
Oh, fuck. I wasn't ready for a quiz. Let me see. I know that he was open for several years. I mean, he has to be... in the teens.
Okay.
Somewhere. Because I know I remember when COVID happened, I'd go over there all the time because, we would be eating out at places and they were still open and they were serving food to folks. So, I remember I was for sure like, we got to support the homie and go lift, plus the food. I mean, Luke makes really good food. Yeah. So I just know that I remember back then is when I had started going to Bar Red like all the time. Right. Plus we had that, them to-go drinks, so we get some to-go drinks so we go home, but he was open for several years before that. So, do the math.
Oh yeah.
Hit us up on the comments, Zach. When's Bar Red open? He'll tell you.
The fact check in the comments below.
But the shows, we're lucky to be able to do those shows. So.
Hell yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Giving everyone the opportunity.
That's the shit, man.
Yep. Bar Red, the Mecca.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I remember seeing you the first time.
Yeah, that's where I met.
I was like, I was like, it's hype tonight. Yeah. Right there in the front. Appreciate all that love all the time, man.
Yeah, man, I love hip hop.
Yeah, me too.
So I found when I first went there, it was like a couple years ago. I think like 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I liked the community, the love. Everybody was there just, supporting, connecting. And I was like, damn, this is the way it's supposed to be. This is hip hop.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. And yeah, man. I go there, I enjoy myself, I have fun.
Yeah.
I love to be a part of the crowd.
Yeah, me too. I love me a hip hop show.
Right.
Yeah, we went and watched the homie Main Rock the other day at Ghostface. His son got to get up on stage with Ghostface just by chance, like,
Damn, that's tight.
And so he had a good old time, busted a verse and shit. It was fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ghostface.
They rocked it. Stay Tuned. You ever heard of Stay Tuned?
No.
Yeah, those are the homies. Go listen to them.
Oh yeah.
And then the other homies, Park was on there. Faux Chief, Peace to Faux Chief, and a couple other Denver folks. But those are some good ones to look out for as well.
Nice. What was the names again?
Stay Tuned. And Stay Tuned is Main Rock and Ichiban and A-Wood and
Stay Tuned. Okay.
Whole bunch of folks. But Ichiban, man, that dude on the SDS Zome, he's on the second one it's the second song. It's called I Bet, and it's with Main Rock, myself, and Ichiban. And we all spit some good, verses in my opinion, but I love Ichiban's verse on that song. That fool smashed that shit. It was dope. It was really dope. You should give that one a listen. All of it you should get a listen, but those are my favorite things. And I think it feels good to say that about MCs that are from Denver, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's dope, man. Have you known them a long time, the Stay Tuned crew?
Yeah, if I gotta be honest, the reason I probably got all those shows is because Main Rock would just be like, hey, this person's opening at this venue and you should hit up this person and tell them this and do this. And I'm like, all right, cool. Fucking, hit up the computer and, tell them. Back then it was like a lot about like how many Facebook followers you had, because then you would post the flyers and, that is why a lot of folks would go to the shows too, because, you got 5,000 people following you or whatever, and you throw out a flyer, 10% is still, a good amount of people, even if you're like doing like normal marketing strategy, right? Yeah. So that's why, whenever we would do that, a lot of word would get out too, so. But, I know definitely remember sometimes he'll be like, oh, you should ask for this much money. I'm like, they're not going to give us that much money. And he's like, just ask for it. They give the fucking rock people $600 and they could pay us $300. I'm like, all right, I'll ask him. But, sure enough, we get paid. So, peace to Main Rock, man. It's a good dude. Main Rock's, he's a good homie. He actually married me and my wife.
That's dope.
Yeah, but I known that fool for a minute. Yeah.
Was he like
Yeah, he did he got ordained, so we call him Rev Rock now, and we fuck with him. He said that in one of the verses recently, too. Yeah, he called himself that.
That's tight as fuck.
Yeah, it is dope. But he also did a good job, too. You know, I know I could trust him with that. So, but peace to Main Rock.
What's up, man? Shout out.
That's dope. He officiated your wedding, huh?
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, me and my wife got married on like the 19th Street Bridge over there by the skate park.
Okay.
Yeah, we took over the bridge real quick and
that's crazy.
Commando style. It was dope. It
just
came
ran
out.
Up on it and did it?
Amazing. Yeah, the homie Eric did a video. He also does music videos. He did a couple for Zay Zay. But man, that dude's ridiculous. He's really good.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How long that is like a 10-minute thing or what?
What's that? The video he did?
Like when you took over the bridge.
Oh,
how long did you take over the bridge for?
Probably like an hour or two. Yeah. But we asked. I was like, "Do I need a permit?" Or she was like, "Nah, just you can't block nobody." So it was like, just kept that in mind.
Did anybody walk through? Or?
People, once they saw what we were doing, most of the people, because there's a sidewalk right there, right, with a regular bridge. So people just go around. Nobody caused no trouble. It was weird because there was like some folks in the river down there, I don't know, cleaning themselves or something. That good bridge was over here, so you couldn't really see it. Denver.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to do what they got to do, right?
Right. Shit. This shit's wild out here, especially nowadays.
It is. In that area, it's pretty cool that we did it, though. But,
Was Stoner Hill still like a thing when you were...
Stoner Hill?
Yeah, like right there next to like the skate park.
Maybe, but I didn't go around the skate park a lot back in the day, to be honest.
No worries, yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of a interesting little area.
Yeah, my homie Dubs though, I know that's his spot. Yeah, he's all over the place over there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were in high school and shit, there was like a bunch of dudes who just like camp out right there and just like fucking do like sell like dollar dabs and shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show up and smoke. They had people selling weed and shit. Selling whatever. But.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There was like a spot you could stand on and it sounded like you were in like some type of hallway or like, yeah, you were surrounded by something.
Yeah, it's wild.
You could hear, it was like an echo. Almost.
Yeah.
Like an echo chamber.
Yeah, no doubt. Like you're in the middle of the pyramids, but it's a Stoner Hill.
Yep. Yeah, that was the big thing.
Yeah.
You would stand there.
Get your inner pharaoh on.
Yeah, you'd be all high as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And then you'd go stand there and zone out, all tripping and shit. It was good times.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, shit.
Man.
A lot of fights.
Probably, yeah.
There's a lot of fights.
No doubt.
Yeah, people used to fight up there all the time.
Yeah.
That was the spot. Like, just Stoner Hill.
Oh, that's where they would go fight? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty much right there.
Say that again?
Pretty much kind of like right there.
Yeah.
But, you're like further up on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. But hell yeah, man. Cool. Shit. Well, you got a new show coming up, yeah?
Yeah, Thurston Hell.
When is that?
March, you were better than me on that. What was it? March 21st. 21st?
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's March 21st.
Hell yeah. And where's that?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Bar Red. Nice. Bar Red. Yeah. We will.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I've been posting it too. So if you go to Big Zome on Instagram, I've been posting it. Doing my best.
Hell yeah.
Not 5,000 people no more. You guys can change that.
But that could change.
Yeah. But, hit me up. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I'm a little older, so I don't got all of them, but.
Instagram, Facebook.
I'm on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. All our stuff's on like SoundCloud,
Okay.
SoundCloud's where you could get the Diamonds Are Forever mixtape, the one with Cisco Rockwell.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good one.
Legendary.
Yeah, Cisco Rockwell's a beast. He's one of the, I was saying before, we have a lot of good turntablists from the city, but he is, he's up there. So peace to Cisco Rockwell.
And then are you on like YouTube and like
YouTube
Spotify
music
and
as well? Yep. Spotify, Zome, or Big Zome. Yeah. So if you can't find me under Zome, I'm under Big Zome.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Right on. Shit. Well, I always appreciate you coming through, brother.
Word, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Love,
yeah.
Thank you.
I would love to have you back.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's been great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And shit, if you know anybody's interested too, send them our way.
Absolutely.
Hope to spotlight the community.
I know a couple homies that'll probably be down.
Definitely. Definitely love to have them.
Yep.
And everybody, we hope to see you at the show.
Yeah, come to the show.
Oh yeah, and then March 13th, we got a show bar red as well with Jay the Rarest.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I freaking I'm gonna be out of freaking town.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I don't know. Is that Saturday?
That one's the Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Are you back Saturday?
I don't know what time I get back Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a show Saturday as well.
Oh yeah, where at? Tights the Roxy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. The Roxy's where we did one of our first shows there.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad they're still doing music there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
no doubt. You guys are opening up for
Style Standing Bear.
Damn, that's tight. Yeah, peace, man.
Thank you, brother.
Dope shit.
Shout out to Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe's the one. Hell yeah. Really hooked us up there.
Word.
She got us on that.
Nice. Rock that shit.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna try. So yeah, if y'all looking for tickets to those two, hit us up.
Hell yeah.
Or for the Style Standing Bear.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Word, man. Peace.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Peace.
Much love. Everybody, peace.
Till next time, y'all. Peace and love.